There we go. I would like to acknowledge the traditional custodians of the land in which we are all gathered here today, the Gumbaga people, and pay respects to those elders past and present. And I do want to extend those respects to any Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander people here today. Community Resources is a national non-for-profit. We create jobs that care for people and planet. For nearly 40 years now, we have run some of Australia's largest social enterprises, focusing in majority on landfill diversion, recycling, and reuse. As a social enterprise, our number one goal isn't to maximise profit, it's to maximise outcomes for people, planet, and communities, and that's what I'm here to talk to you about today. So we know Australia is shifting actively towards a circular economy to address the growing environmental challenges, depleting resources, and economic sustainability. This shift is supported by national and state frameworks. We've heard a lot about that this morning, with some trepidation about whether we'll get there or not, but we have got that policy in place. It's a move away from the old linear model, the buy, consume, and throw away, and towards one that's built on repair, reuse, and recycling, and designing out waste. Councils or operators are being asked to achieve higher diversion rates, educate communities, and deliver measurable outcomes. But achieving these outcomes isn't just about what we do, it's about how we go about doing it. Waste has value, and waste is not worthless. When unlocked properly, it flows back into the environment and the community. So the way we deliver diversion really does matter. Here's the truth. You can build all the infrastructure you like, but without transparency, community connection, and real accountability, we risk dressing up old waste systems with new branding. And that's where social enterprise comes in. It's uniquely placed to deliver the circular economy outcomes that councils and communities and industry are really aiming through value-aligned, people-based, local community-focused models. At Community Resources, we've seen firsthand that a social enterprise model can deliver real measurable circular economy outcomes at scale. So looking at Community Resources, in the past 3 years alone, we diverted over 60,000 tonnes of waste from landfill through reuse, repair and recycling across our enterprises, Soft Landing, Resource Recovery Australia, and Green Connect. And we deliver this impact without compromising on any operational excellence or reliability. So I want to show you how this plays out practically through two of our social enterprises today, Soft Landing and Resource Recovery Australia. So Soft Landing. Soft Landing is Australia's largest mattress recycler, part of Community Resources. It operates across New South Wales, Victoria, ACT, and WA. Last financial year, we recycled over 430,000 mattresses, delivering over 7,500 tonnes of waste from landfill, and recovering valuable materials like steel, but not just steel, but also timber and foam. More importantly to some, every mattress we process also creates meaningful employment for people experiencing barriers to work, that may not otherwise been able to get work in a typical market economy. These people, former refugees, Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people, the long-term unemployed, people with contact with the justice system, all these people are proud to be our colleagues. It's a model we have where landfill diversion, resource recovery, and social impact happen together. Our manual dismantling method is central to this impact, and this method is the one recommended by the Australian Bedding Stewardship Council, ABSC. Hi, Kylie. It allows us to carefully separate steel, foam, timber, and textiles. It achieves around 70% diversion through this accredited recycling methodology. And this has been proven to be one of the highest real recovery rates, genuine recovery rates in Australia for mattress recycling. We are actively working towards 100% diversion. We're looking at waste to energy for that. There's a bit more progress happening in WA at the moment. But landfill diversion is our real baseline. The real goal that we're really seeing is how to get the most value out of end-to-life mattresses. And to us, it's about moving materials as higher up as that waste hierarchy as possible. Last year, we did a consumer mattress recycling survey. We had over 1,000 consumers around Australia take part in this survey. We found some very interesting results. Why we wanted to do this is we think that a real part of real landfill diversion comes from community engagement and for making it easy for people to get involved. So we were really interested to hear, well, what are people here? Everyone in this room has bought a mattress in however long. What did you do with it? How easy was it to recycle it? We wanted to learn that. So we found, among some other things, and it is up on our website if you wanted to see the full report, that 93% of Australians are eager to recycle their mattress responsibly. But 65% hadn't used a recycling service before, but would like to. And 20% said they didn't recycle because it's just too hard and inconvenient for them. There was no viable option for them to do that. So we work hard to make it really easy for people to recycle responsibly through a range of methodologies, through council curbside collections, retailer partnerships, and drop-off locations, even grandiose-sounding mattress musters. We do a lot of initiatives to make mattress recycling really easy for people to access. And this work is led by people, not just machines, so the impact becomes human and much more easier for residents to connect with. And when communities understand that link, it drives real behaviour change, and that's what we're talking about. How do we get the community to change their behaviour and support this? This is what a place-based, people-first circular model looks like. We know that not everyone can come to a mattress recycling site, so we took a video camera to one of our sites. This is in Smithfield in Western Sydney, and I'd just like to show you this.
We proudly partner with councils across Australia to deliver trusted service for mattress collection and recycling to local residents. As Australia's largest mattress recycler, we have the capacity, expertise and dedication to meet your needs while upholding the highest standards in quality, health, safety and environmental management. Last year alone, we collected over 430,000 mattresses nationwide and created employment opportunities for 288 people. As a registered charity and not-for-profit social enterprise, every mattress we recycle creates real positive change for people and planet.
Coming to work and I see mattresses on the streets. And when I come over here, I know that those mattresses are being brought here. When we recycle it, we take everything through the process. We actually know that we are doing a good job for the environment, for the community.
Difficult for me because it's a visa and the language. My friend is working here and they tell us, oh, Softland is good. They are helping refugees.
And that makes me feel really, really good being useful to the society and the community.
At the heart of this success is our manual dismantling process, the Australian Bedding Stewardship Council's preferred recycling method. Unlike mechanical shredding, manual recycling ensures materials like steel, foam, timber and textiles are recovered in the highest quality for effective recycling and reuse. And this hands-on approach delivers more than just environmental benefits. For every 23 mattresses we collect and recycle in a day, we create a job for someone who really needs one. By choosing Soft Landing to collect and recycle your residents' mattresses, you're investing in a proven industry-leading partner that delivers exceptional service. You're supporting people like Joseph and Hussein, individuals who've overcome challenges to find stability and purpose through meaningful work. Together, let's end mattresses in landfill.
the dancing cutter there, I had every Friday. I would just look at it in the afternoon because it would cheer me up. There's actually a fuller post we put up on Facebook about it. It's worth a hunt down, actually. Makes me smile. You could be that happy at work. Another community resources social enterprise is Resource Recovery Australia, which I'm sure many of you may know in this room. RRA operates across Australia to transform the way we treat waste. We deliver practical, people-first circular solutions through waste and recycling services, such as CRCs and transfer stations, weigh bridges. There's a lot there on the screen. It's a very broad service offering. And we also operate Reviver reuse shops, so they're what people know as the tip shops, in partnerships with councils across 15 sites. Last financial year, RA diverted nearly 12,000 tonnes of waste from landfill, and we welcomed over 125,000 customers to our reuse shops. But just like soft landing, our impact goes beyond materials. We create jobs, deliver training, and actively engage communities. Rockhampton is just one of our best practice examples of a whole of site circular model that I wanted to talk to you about today. At the Lakes Creek Road facility, we run the Reviver reuse shop, CRC and transfer station together. Based on its success, recently we expanded to the Gracemere facility, running a second Reviver reuse shop, CRC transfer station and gatehouse. Our Rocky site consistently achieves record volumes of materials recovered and rehomed. This is place-based circular delivery in practice with the outcomes to prove it. So why does this model work? It works because we manage the whole site. The reuse shops, the CRC, and the transfer station. That means our staff can intercept valuable items before they're lost to landfill. At the same time, they're educating people. They're explaining what can be reused or recycled and why it matters. People really hunger for that information education, and if you're talking to someone really enthusiastic and passionate, you can't but fail to get caught up in that enthusiasm too. And that's, again, where that behaviour change in the communities can really stem from. The team is absolutely central to this solution. 90% of our staff have come to us with barriers to employment, but through training, they become passionate advocates for reuse, and their energy flows into the community. Our partnership also with Council is strong. We're not just a contractor, we're delivering our shared goals. Without the community behind this, the circularity chain is broken. We need to have them involved, actively working all together. The quotes on the screen that our contact Michael was kind enough to share with us show that Rockhampton Regional Council have endorsed this model as best practice. And there's a few quotes up on the screen. I'm not going to read them out. You can read them. This is what's possible when delivery, people, and policy all align together. I'm going to show you some examples of this working action within the community at quite a grassroots level. Okay, so we have a fast fashion day. Oh, I said it. I thought I was going to get mixed up with all those Fs. But this fast fashion day at Reviver, it was a really creative, hands-on way to bring the idea of reuse to life. So in partnership with Council, we hosted local high school students for a fast fashion challenge. Each group styled outfits from Reviver stock, showing students the possibilities of reuse. And they took their learnings back to school to run their own second-hand fashion shop. So again, we're teaching our young people to get behind this, to get excited about reuse and recycling, to see what's possible, and to do it in a way that interests, engages them, which is fashion for high school students. This is the fun part, hey, of our business. It's grounded, it's community-driven education, and our young people really embrace the joys, creativity, and satisfaction of what a circular economy can bring to us as a country. Depot Hand Wes is an example of how people-centered models make circular systems stronger. Wes came to us after redundancy. His past experience didn't easily translate to new work, and he was finding it extremely difficult to find new employment. But he was the perfect fit for our team, with a passion for reuse and second-hand that really sprung out of him. Wes doesn't just do the work, he believes in the mission. He talks to customers, he shares his knowledge, and he helps people see value in what others might see as just waste. When you invest in people and your team is invested in the outcomes, the community feels it. And that's what drives real behaviour change. And that's what takes landfill diversion beyond infrastructure to connection and impact. Now, we've seen why and how these models work in practice to drive circular economy outcomes, but what are the challenges to its scalability? So the challenges we're facing aren't unique to social enterprise. They affect everyone trying to deliver circular outcomes responsibly. From a systems point of view, we see a few areas. For example, we see extravagant environmental claims still being made. We've heard of greenwashing. Greenwashing has been going on for a long time and continues, but who's checking them? It's a real danger to the people who are doing the real work and doing some real successes. From an operational perspective, there's limited end markets for harder to recycle materials. We've talked about those. Reuse is often overlooked, seen as too hard, inconvenient, too costly. And in some regional areas, like where I'm from, where I live currently, it can be cost prohibitive to have some kind of solutions in place, so we dismiss it. Procurement is a really big piece here. Social enterprises meet the same standards any provider or operator must. We must deliver the same governance, value for money, reliability, safety, all of those things. But social enterprises also deliver verified environmental and social benefits. But these outcomes don't necessarily always count unless they're built into the procurement weighting of new contracts. So how do we break through these barriers to deliver real circular economy outcomes at scale? So what we think it will take to scale what works. Number one, visibility and oversight. Many of the right policies do exist. The focus should be on consistent application, more accountability, and smarter procurement. We need more oversight and transparency to reward what does actually work. Second, procurement must reward impact. Social enterprises like ours can deliver. We tick all the operational boxes. But as I've said, we also deliver the verified social and economic outcomes and benefits as well. Council and businesses shouldn't have to choose between impact and operational reliability. Social enterprise models can bring both. So what we're saying is, with social enterprises, you can tick all the usual boxes, but you can get more back. Third, delivery must be collaborative. You can't build community behaviour change from behind a gate, and you can't do it by yourself. Models like soft landing and RRA prove what's possible when service providers educate, engage, and empower residents as part of the process. Social enterprises like us are not asking for a handout. We're here to partner with government and industry to deliver systems that actually work. Because if you want to build a circular economy that lasts, it has to be built together. So to wrap up, today we've shown what it looks like when circular economy principles are put into practice in communities and every day. We've shown how landfill diversion can unlock value, rebuild trust, and deliver real jobs and community outcomes. We've shown that social enterprise delivers on environmental outcomes on all fronts without compromising reliability, governance, or value for money. But to keep delivering and to scale what works, we need the visibility and accountability. Environmental claims must be validated, and measurement must happen and be shared. And we need better procurement decisions and cross-sector collaboration. The system is shifting, you can feel it in the air, and who we choose to build it with will shape what it becomes in the future. Thank you.